Hey, inventors, have you ever been told that if you come up with some idea, to be sure that you write it down on a piece of paper, put it in an envelope, mail it to yourself, and then put it in a drawer? I bet a lot of you have heard that before, even if you haven't been told directly. And a lot of people refer to this as the poor man's patent. And I heard this as a kid too. No one said patent, but it was invention. I remember if you want to protect your invention and if you want to ever defeat somebody else later, just write it down and put it in an envelope and mail it to yourself and then just tuck it away. Ugh, big old myth, folks. That's not going to work. So, and here's why. In the United States, the policy is let's reward inventors, right? And if inventors come up with new and novel ideas, concepts, inventions, right? Things or processes, what have you, and they're not obvious and, you pass other hurdles, then we're going to grant them a monopoly of X number of years, depending on the type of patent, where they get to exclusively exploit it, right? And prevent imports, sales, copies, blah, blah, blah. That is the trade-off. So what we're encouraging, of course, is people to actually invent and file for patents, not just invent something in the brain and then just tuck it away. So it's not going to work in the United States because here it is a first to file jurisdiction. And what I mean is a lot of ideas are being thought up at the same time by many different people, right? And so what is the policy reason for allowing someone to think who thought of an idea 5-10 years ago, hasn't done anything with it, somebody else thinks of it later, applies the patent to bring it to the world, so to speak, and then have the other person who thought of it earlier come up all of a sudden and say, haha, look at this. I thought of this first. There's no real good policy to reward that, right? So it just isn't going to work. So you really are encouraged to get to the patent office as soon as you can, because if you do, you're going to have a priority date that supersedes anybody else that is going to defeat somebody who comes after you. So you come up with an idea, and if it is patentable, I have ideas all the time, usually in the middle of the night, and then I forget them the next day. But you come up with something, you're able to, reduce it to practice really, or, make it a reality. You want to make sure you apply as soon as reasonably possible. That is going to ensure that you have a priority date that is, going to defeat somebody else who's probably bound to come up with the same idea, right? Very few things are unique to one person. There's a lot of brains on this planet. There's a lot of brains in this one country, and they're churning all the time, and ideas are popping out all the time. Most of them go poof, don't go anywhere, but many of them are fantastic ideas that solve problems and are worthy of a patent. So again, you're encouraged to move it along, thinking it up, going, I'll get back to that later, but let me write it down, or let me take a video of myself or what have you and email it to me with an absolutely infallible timestamp or whatever, is not going to do anything for you. So get it out of your mind. There's no poor man's patent that way. I will say really quick though, from a cost savings perspective, there is a way to, because patents can be extremely expensive, there's a way to at least defer some of your costs down the road by filing, if appropriate, what's called a provisional patent, which can get you your priority date over others, but at least not saddle you with tons of upfront or early costs. You're able to put them out of ways, most likely. But if you leave with this video with anything in mind, is as soon as you have an idea, consult somebody early on, because the patent world is driven by deadlines, and they're draconian deadlines. If you do certain things, and then if those certain things occur, and then you don't do certain things after that within a certain period of time, your rights can be affected really badly, in a very material way. So at any rate, act early. Don't think you can protect yourself by time stamping yourself and defeat somebody later down the road, whether it's 6 months, 1 year, 10 years, it's not going to happen. Anyway, if you have any questions about this video, drop me a comment, shoot me a message, and if somebody would benefit from the contents of this video, please feel free to share it. So until the next one, have a good one. Bye-bye.